What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, as you can see, currently in the M4 CS, I got a tire behind me, which is a funny story. Pretty much I was driving home one night and I had cable wear on my left tire, didn't realize it, and it pretty much just started losing air. Shout out to my boy Thalha, who came through, gave me his G80 tire to put on till I got my front situated. So now in the front for the winter time, I'm just rocking all sport seasons, I think they're called, or something like that, from Michelin. But right now we're headed over by my friend Green's house. Got to do an oil change on this thing and get this stated. Also, am coming up on my brake fluid flush, as well as my spark plugs as well. So a lot of maintenance coming up for the M4 CS. But other than that, car's been great. Been daily driving it when I can. I do work in the city in Manhattan, so I get to drive this whenever I need to do any errands or whatever, etc. But yeah, guys, check it out. It's really filthy right now. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick up, but in terms of drivability, it's been great. I love this car. I get rid of it. I still kind of do. I do want to get my Turbo S, but I feel like I should hold on to this for just a little bit longer. Enjoying these views. Also, this is being shot on the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. This is not a sponsored video or anything like that. I just really love this camera. Like, this is smaller than my iPhone 15 Pro Max, and it's so light. It's a full-inch sensor, and it's 4K. Like, you can't beat it. It's 4K 60 frames. My Sony A7 III doesn't even shoot like that. It shoots 4K 30 frames tops. But great video quality, great audio quality. The audio quality that you guys are hearing right now is actually from the built-in microphones. So back to about trading this car in. I do want to trade this car in. I do want to get my 991.2 Turbo S. That is my dream car. I feel like that, I mean, it's pretty hypocritical. Well, not hypocritical, but it's pretty common for every M owner to get into a Porsche right after. That's where I currently am. Like, I do love this car a lot. Like, I did have dreams of being a single turbo M4 CS with a nice slick on the back, you know. And I'm not a street racer by any means, but to have fun here and there, it just hits different, you know. Like, when you have these high horsepower cars, listen, even on full bolt-ons on E85, this car is easily capable of doing 600. That being said, it's like that extra oomph comes from that single turbo, plus the insane turbo noises that you guys get from being a single turbo. Like, one of my friends, well, acquaintance I should say, he has a Nardo or Grigio Testillo F80, and he's single turbo. He's fully convinced me to go full single turbo just because of how it sounds, how the power comes on. It's a straight six single turbo. I mean, listen, guys, it doesn't get better than that. And I feel like, you know, if I was to jump into a G80, which I'm kind of hesitant, because I feel like the last true M generation cars is the F platform, because after this chassis, everything is very computerized, very, you know, like automated almost. So for that reason, I'm very against getting a G80 overall. I'd rather just get my Porsche, and yeah, it's not going to be faster than a G80. And trust me, there's some really fast G80s out there. And it's just like, it's like, at what point do you realize, what are you chasing? Are you chasing speed? Are you chasing drivability, the experience, or whatever the case might be, you know? But other than that, like, I honestly do love this car. Like, listen, I have a beautiful spec. I have a lime rock gray metallic M Plus, and you know, I got this car with 8,000 miles, and now I'm 13 miles away from hitting 37,000 miles, which is like insane. That, you know, it's just like, what do you choose at, like, what point, you know, what route do you go with? Like, yeah, I could get a G80 single turbo, fast, really fast, you know, but it's like, my dream car is a Porsche, so I would sacrifice that. Why would I get into another BMW? Not saying that's a bad thing, but I just feel like at some point you just gotta sacrifice, you know, power drivability, I guess, right? But check this out. Let's do a little pull. be quick. This is on a closed course, so don't try that at home. But in terms of modifications, listen, the last thing I did, it's getting a little hot, crack the window. The last thing that I did on this car was the downpipes and just the tune, and honestly, that was plenty. I feel like, listen, I'm in New York City, like, I'm making probably mid-5s, right? And I feel like that's plenty of power for New York City streets, which is contradicting because I did say I want to go single turbo and blah, 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 blah. But the 500 that I'm making, I get to use that 500. I feel like anything after that, you're just not going to be able to use it. Like, you can, like, I already spin. I can't put the power down. Yeah, I can get a tire set up and everything, blah, blah, blah. But I feel like with the 500 5 and change that I'm making, it's nice power. Obviously, faster is better, but I just feel like, I don't know. Maybe like my crank hub done. Oh yeah, my crank hub's not done. Let's put it this way. My crank hub is not done. I like to gamble. I don't have a gambling addiction, but I do like to gamble, take a little bit of risk. And if I can get away with, listen, I don't feel like I beat on my car enough to get a crank hub done. There's people, if you're doing all the time and etc., then by all means, yeah, get your crank hub done. I'm not doing any kickdowns. I drive the car moderately. Like, I still respect my car, which is something that a lot of people in the car community don't nowadays. Like, everybody just gets these cars and they just beat the living hell out of them. You know, like, for me, I'm with a different thing. Like, my parents didn't buy me any of this nice stuff. So, like, I respect my cars. I respect everything, actually. Even this car has been such an amazing ownership so far. I just feel like everything that I've learned about this car and, like, the driving experience, like, look at these roads. Like, this is what I sort of live for now. It's like, let's drop the exposure. Like, look at these roads. Like, and then you have a car like this. Like, come on, you can't beat this. Like, look at this. Let's do a little pull. Like, you cannot beat this. And this is what, you know, like, BMW is all about. It's power, it's rawness, and everything else in between. I just feel like when you get into a G chassis car, I just feel like it's taken away from it. I feel like it's deprived of its soul. Yeah, that's the way to put it. I feel like the G chassis cars do not have a soul. I think that's the best way to describe it. A soul. It's very automated. It's, you know, it's like, it's very, like, artificial, I feel like. Comment down below, let me know what you guys think about that opinion or that actual, even, like, the analogy that I use. But yeah, guys, I just feel like in order for a car to have soul, it needs character. Like, it needs to be somebody. Like, when you see these F chassis cars, and listen, it doesn't even have to be an M, right? It could be the 340s, for example. Even those cars have, like, a soul behind them. You know, like the B58 platform really has, like, this stout personality. It's like, oh, I'm here to race. I'm here to break records. You put an F chassis car and then you put a, let's say, a Mercedes C63, right? An M3 and a C63, because they're comps of each other. M3 is walking that C63 all day. And it's primarily because of how much of R&D BMW's done over the years when it comes to suspension. And the transmission, I mean, oh, that's another huge topic. I feel like the transmission on an AMG, it's a torque converter, which is what now the G chassis cars are. And that's another reason why I feel like the F chassis is the last true generation, because it has a DCT. And for those that know, like, the M4 CS only came in DCT, and the M3 CS only came in DCT. Would I prefer a 6-speed? Absolutely. Am I happy with the DCT? Absolutely. But that's enough. We're just pulling up to my friend Kareem's house, show you his car if it's over here. He has a really cool E92 M3. You guys have seen it on the channel before. But yeah, guys, be right back. Right?
Yeah. Hold on, let me move that.
Yeah. So we just got to my friend Kareem's house. Oh, garage, I guess you could say. Got the M4 on the jack stand. About to do an oil change. Check out some of the gems in here, though. So we have my friend John's E90. This is what, Imola? Oh, Melbourne. Melbourne, right? E90 M3. Sitting really nice. Who is this?
Dante.
Dante.
The E90.
90 M3. Wheels look good. What tires does he have? These look good. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, these are the ones I want to get. Little NTO5s. Yeah, these are it. Sick car. Where's yours? Another E90. Whose is this?
My boy Pod.
This is nice. Single home? Oh yeah, it is. Desirable spec. Yo, my car is so filthy. Like, this is neglection. I don't have time because of work. That sounds good.
Yeah, it does. It's got a lot of mods to it, too.
Does it?
Yeah.
How many miles you got?
113, I think.
Not bad. Yo, John's car though, man. This is nice.
And then you got your favorites are in there.
Let's see. The one that you wanted to sell.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It doesn't show in the front.
Let's not see that. Wow.
Oh, baby. John's baby.
Oh, black edition. Who's 996?
My boy, Zach.
Sick.
It's turbo.
Is it?
Yeah.
6-speed?
Yeah, low miles.
Wow.
Like 18,000.
Wow. Is it open?
Yeah. No,
No.
I guess not. His pops passed away.
Oh.
Yeah, and then it was his, and then he got it. Sad story, but beautiful car.
Keep it in the family.
Yeah.
Dude, these are gonna fetch such a premium in a couple of years.
Especially the turbos and the 996 and
Yeah.
GT3s.
How's your car?
She's good.
Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. Are you ready for the season?
A little bit.
Yeah.
I still got some stuff to do to it. More mods, and that's about it.
Nice. John's sick ass car, son. Black edition. Oh, Black Series, right?
Black Series.
You know, see these sick ass car. Yeah, guys, this is Euro heaven. If you had to name the shop, what would you name this?
I have no idea.
Kareem's Euro.
G1G so far.
Kareem's Euro House.
Yeah.
Haus.
I mean, Habibi took.
Habibi
took
built.
the name from me.
Yeah.
Can't have two Egyptians with Habibi.
Oh yeah, I forgot he's also Egyptian. See, this is the tires I got. Pilot Sport all season 4s. Just for the time being until winter's over. And then we could throw on some PS4Ss, probably Sport 4Ss. But my car is so neglected. Kareem was cutting my ass. He was like, how are you a detailer and car looks like this? It's like, listen man, corporate world has taken over. This is what happens.
Yeah, but still, not this bad.
I mean, we also had the snowstorm.
So you haven't watched it since the snowstorm?
No. It's just been sitting. Sitting and being neglected. He hates me. How overdue is this oil change? How many times? Like what? 3 months
We've
ago?
been talking about it for the past like 3 months.
3 months, yeah.
That's another thing that's been
Yeah. Let's see how black my oil looks. If there's even any oil in there. You don't have to top it off.
What?
I have to top it off.
Well, of course, yeah.
I have to top it off with the cord. And that, luckily that was it though. Nothing more than that. So hopefully that's it. Alright. So I just left Kareem's house. Oh, Kareem's garage. I keep saying house for some reason. Just left his garage. We weren't able to do the oil change on the M4. And the reason we couldn't do the oil change on my car is because BMW is notorious for their oil pans and like shitty quality bolts or whatever. Long story short, the bolt that is connected for my oil, that is in my oil pan, is stripped. That's it. There's no other. That's the reason why I can't do my oil change. So now here's the dilemma. There's two ways to go about this. One, which is like the proper etiquette, is to just replace the entire oil pan, right? And just, that's it. Problem solved. Other option is to try to get it out, re-tap, or re-thread, I should say, the oil pan. And that's the other alternative. The price difference between the two is one is $1,700, and then one is only $300 to $500, depending who I go to. Obviously, I want to go to a specialist, so let's just say $500. I don't understand like how this could be a thing, because this is a new car, and I've had over 12 cars, and none of them ever had an issue with the oil pan, which is like the shocking thing about this to me. It's like I've had Volkswagen, Subarus, Toyota, like, and I've never had an issue with the oil pan. Like even my Audi wasn't an issue, and that's like a problematic car. Like I had a B6 S4, you know. So I gotta figure this out. I am 5,000 miles over my oil change. Thank God it's like synthetic and it's still cold out. But I gotta figure this out. I gotta figure this out this week. The M4 is gonna be down. I'm just so turned off by this car right now. Like as much as I love this car, I just want to like drive it off a cliff. Like I kid you not. And it's very unfortunate. Like this happened today. Like I did not have any expectation of this. Like really, oil pan bolt? Are you serious? Like out of all things, it could be that, you know. But right now we're going to check out this M5 that I'm potentially trading in for. Obviously, I have to let them know about the issue now with the oil pan, so that would hurt trade-in value. The other option that I also was talking to Kareem about, I test drove a E90 M3, single hump, 6-speed, properly done. Downside is it's, I don't even know what year it is actually, but it has 113,000 miles, and it's quite, I wouldn't say downgrade because it's its own car in its class, but it's, I don't know, I just need to figure out what I want to do next in terms of like, am I repairing this, what's the next goal? But, yeah guys, thanks for tuning into this video. It's a very short one. I wish I had more content, but I'm not even in the mood to film right now, and I was like, you know what, like I promised myself that I would start vlogging more, and I bought my girlfriend bought me the camera setup, which is the Osmo Pocket 3, so I don't have to carry around my big Sony camera everywhere. But I'm just so out of it right now. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and pray that this oil pan situation works out in my favor. Anyway, guys, take care.